रेडियो फीजी 2 आप सुन रहे हैं और रेडियो फीजी 2 पर आपका स्वागत है। ख़ासतौर से आईना कार्यक्रम में आपका स्वागत है। नमस्ते, मैं हूं शमी और आज हमारी खुशकिस्मती है कि हमारे मेहमान हैं इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री कोमोडो वोरेंगे बानीमरामा, जिनके कंधे पर इस देश का भार है और जिनकी निगरानी में इस देश में हम काफ़ी महफूज महसूस करते हैं। Prime Minister, sir, I welcome you in this talkback show on Radio Fiji 2. Bula and Namaste.
Bula and Namaste.
Sir, the draft constitution has added new and good things like economic rights, rights to housing and sanitation, etc. Unlike the previous preamble, this preamble says we all are equal, united Fijians. How important is that to you and what should it mean to the people of Fiji?
Shami, I want to tell the people of Fiji that this is very important, a very important bit of the Constitution, of course, and a very important bit that's written into the preamble, that we are all equal, all Fijians. And that is something that we want to bring about in the new Fiji, equality. And we want equality for everyone, so that no one takes a center stage and runs away with the agenda that we want for Fiji.
So there is no racial discrimination?
Definitely not.
That will definitely make people feel very comfortable.
Well, it has made people very uncomfortable in the past, and as we know, as Fiji know, we've had problems in the past with regards to race, especially racial discrimination, and we want to get rid of that. And once you get rid of that, we'll have a wonderful, prosperous Fiji.
Definitely, sir. And Section 4 states that Fiji to be a secular state and not to be recognized as a particular religious state, and this was a controversy earlier. Why is it so important principle to be included in the Constitution?
I want to say that it's not a controversy in my book. What we want to bring about, as I've said, an equal opportunity for everyone to practice their own faith, whether it's Christianity, Muslim, Hindus, whatever faith you want to practice, you're given that freedom to practice that faith. And it's all about equality.
Thank you, sir. While you're listening to this program on Aina, I'd like to encourage our listeners to call us and have this opportunity to talk to the Prime Minister who has graced our station. I know, sir, you've been very busy, but thank you for coming. Our telephone line, our numbers are 3220902 and 3220903. Numbers are 3220902 and 3220903 on Aina program, so you may call and ask the Prime Minister questions you'd wish to. But we're talking about the draft constitution here, sir. The Bill of Rights, which is the heart of the constitution, which binds everyone, has many new good additions, and it gives more recognition to various rights to people. Would you throw more light on this, on the Bill of Rights?
Well, in addition to what we have in the Bill of Rights, we've put in the additions like socio-economic rights. That has never been in any other constitution, because we know that is what is very important to the people of Fiji. In fact, in the proposals during the Gaia Constitution process, that was a lot of that was put forward, and we understand that from the last 5-6 years since we've been in government, that those are the rights that have been very important to the individual, and we want to look after those rights. Socio-economic rights, in addition, the right to access water, sanitation, wage, and of course transportation and clean environment.
Yes.
Those are some of the things that we need to look at.
Which will definitely benefit
benefit the people of Fiji.
The citizens of Fiji. Thank you, sir. We have a caller online. Namaste, आपका स्वागत है आईना प्रोग्राम में.
Yeah, thank you, Shami, and welcome. And I want to welcome the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Bainimarama.
Thank you.
Nimbula Binaka. Thank you very much, whatever you have done for this nation for last so many years. I would salute you, sir.
Thank you.
And as far as in the constitution that you have included the socio-economic rights, is wonderful, marvelous, fantastic. I don't think so any underdeveloped country in this world has done whatever you have done, sir. My question, say to you, Saka, I really listen.
Please go
Hello.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead with your question.
Saka, my question to you, sir, is this: what about the nationalist movement in Fiji, sir? You are doing marvelous job, but as in the Fijians, we are afraid of the nationalist movement in Fiji. How far we are safe in this, sir? Thank you, Saka.
Thank you. I think we've killed off the the nationalist movement in Fiji. If you're talking about the events of '87 and the events of 2000, I think we've gotten rid of that. In fact, we should look at this constitution, the draft constitution that is. And if I kept on saying in the past, if we have a good constitution, it'll get rid of all these problems that we have in the past with regards to race, and that's where this national movement were coming from. And I think we've gotten rid of that. They've now realized that they don't have an agenda, they don't have a future in the future of Fiji. That is.
आपका स्वागत है आईना कार्यक्रम में. आपका सवाल, आपका नाम
Raghubar Singh.
and your question, sir.
A very good afternoon to the Honorable Prime Minister first,
Afternoon.
and good afternoon to you too.
Good afternoon.
Sir, in my submission, I had requested of the Army if the Army can patrol in towns and cities of our Fiji island in the night. This was to avoid crimes, and also requested for reintroduction of corporal punishment and perhaps even death penalties if necessary. At the moment, the courts keep on sending criminals to jail. The jail is already full. By keeping army on the streets, we will definitely reduce the crime. I would like this to be included in the Constitution if possible. This is a very small country. The crime rate is getting bigger and bigger every day. Something must be done now. It's only you can do it.
I thank you for that. And of course, you have the opportunity to put forward your proposal during the this draft when we put together the real constitution during this draft constitution process. But I understand where you're coming from, and understand the problems that have arisen out of the past because of the rate of criminal activities in Fiji.
आपका स्वागत है आईना प्रोग्राम में. नमस्ते
नमस्ते समी
जी.
जी, मैं नौकरी के बारे में जानना चाहती हूँ.
किस चीज़ के बारे में?
जैसे हाउस बिल का नौकरी कोई करता है, उसके बारे में जानना चाहती हूँ.
क्या जानना चाहती हैं?
जैसे एक रोज के लोगों के कितना जैसे तलब है.
This lady so would like to ask what would be a minimum wages given to a house help?
I wouldn't know at this stage. I really don't have any facilities here with me to tell her exact wage, but I'm sure the Labour Department and the Labour Ministry is having a look at that.
Definitely. आपके ख्याल से कितना होना चाहिए?
जी, मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कितना होना चाहिए, और जो हॉलीडेज आवे है
जी,
उसमें सब काम करना पड़ता है, चाहे दिवाली हो चाहे
पब्लिक
क्रिसमस हो.
हॉलीडेज में काम करना पड़ता है, आपको उतना ज़्यादा नहीं मिलता, यू डोंट गेट पेड ओवर टाइम. आपके सवाल को हम यहाँ पर रख रहे हैं बहन जी, और जो लेबर डिपार्टमेंट है उन तक पहुँचाने की कोशिश करेंगे. ठीक है.
But if I can just add on, Shami, it's also part of the socio-economic rights, the right to have good wages, minimum wages.
Yeah.
So we will have a look at that.
तो ये जो ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में बहन जी ये भी लिखा गया है कि जो भी कोई भी काम करता है उनका जो वेतन है पब्लिक हॉलीडेज में वगैरह वगैरह वो सही होना चाहिए. तो इस पर और जानकारी बाद में देंगे. थैंक यू वेरी मच कॉल करने के लिए. आईना प्रोग्राम है रेडियो Fiji 2 पर, और हमारे व्यूअर्स FBC पर भी देख सकते हैं. आप कौन है जी? हेलो, नमस्ते.
Namaste, Namaskar. Mr. Banim Rama, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, sir, you have done a very, very marvelous job. Which other parties which were in the government, they didn't do it? And also, it's very good work you have done. And the crime rate also in Fiji is not that bad as some people mentioned. But, I mean, the police is doing their job. Only the moral values and all that, the people of Fiji, they should know what is what. So the crime rate can be reduced if people also help Fiji, the public wise. And so this is very good for the government, present government, like you are the head of the present government. And the roads and all, it's a marvelous job done. I think you will be also carrying on. So I hope you stand for election, and then my vote will be for you and all the family members. I would like to recommend that this is the best Prime Minister we had so far, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
तो एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेते हैं आईना कार्यक्रम में। ब्रेक के बाद हम आपके साथ फिर हो जाएंगे। याद रहे आईना में आज हमारे मेहमान हैं इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री कोमोडो वोरेंगे बानीमरामा जी। उनसे और भी सवाल बस एक ब्रेक के बाद आप कर सकेंगे। आईना प्रोग्राम में आपका फिर स्वागत है। और आईना में आज हमारे मेहमान हैं हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी, जो आज ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर आपसे बातें कर रहे हैं। इस दौरान जब आप हमारे पास कॉल करें तो कृपया अपना नाम हमें बताएं और आप कहां से कॉल कर रहे हैं ये बताना ज़रूरी है। सर, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन फॉर यू, एंड एज द पीपल आर कॉलिंग दे डेफिनेटली वांट टू आस्क अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस टू। This time last year, you said that this is the first time ever in the history of Fiji, Fijians will make their own constitution. They had submitted through Yesh Guy's consultancy. What component of Guy draft has been incorporated in this draft constitution?
The Bill of Rights. We've kept that. But you, Shami, we had a lot of faith in Professor Guy when he came initially to draft our constitution for us. But somewhere along the line, he went off track. And he came up with a draft constitution which was not very forward-looking for us.
Not as friendly as people would have wanted to.
No. It maybe because he was listening to the wrong people in my books. But his draft constitution was more to do with pleasing the people in the event 2000 and 2006, when we wanted a constitution to look after the future of our children and our children's children. So I guess the basic thing that we kept from his draft constitution was the Bill of Rights.
So we have more callers online. I would like to talk to you. आपका स्वागत है रेडियो फीजी 2 पर और FBC आईना प्रोग्राम में। नमस्ते।
Yeah, I'd like to ask the Prime Minister if how do we comment on the draft constitution? Any address or anything?
We'd like to know how can people comment. Actually, the draft constitution is ready and people have access to it, as you mentioned, until the 5th of April to give their feedback. So how is the government going to reach out to so many people in a short span of time, especially in outer islands and other places?
I think he was referring to how
can people access to the draft constitution?
How do they access to the draft constitution? They have draft constitutions available online, and it's printed in, and it's coming out. It came out in the papers last week. And of course, you can get a copy anywhere from the government facilities. But in reply, coming up with the proposals, there's an email address for the draft constitution proposals, and also a 02 number. You can text your proposal through a 02 number.
Sir, how have you been able to reach people in rural and outer islands? Has it been widely circulated?
It's going to be done, Shami. The elections office through the Attorney General's office going to look at that. We're going to bring in all people and in the forums.
So you are assuring that there is enough time. 5th April is ample time.
There will be enough time.
Okay, thank you, sir.
There will be enough time.
आपका स्वागत है आईना कार्यक्रम में। आप कौन बोल रहे हैं, कहाँ से?
शमीम जी लोटोका से।
क्या नाम है सॉरी आपका?
शमीम लोटोका से।
जी शमीम जी, पूछिए क्या सवाल है?
अच्छा, my question to the Prime Minister, I would like to thank the Honourable Prime Minister Bainimarama government and his team and the Attorney General that he has done a very great job.
Thank you.
In making this Fiji move forward from 2006. As he has mentioned that Fiji is no longer what Fiji used to be before. And his hard effort has made Fiji people become one, being called as Fijians.
So my question to the Honorable Prime Minister today is, say that according to the draft constitution I have seen, you have a body which is called Independent Commission Against Corruption. So we have a problem here in Lautoka where we have seen there's so many taxi operators, they have their license paying all the tax to your government at the end of the day. Where illegal operators, we have so many huge number of vans operating in front of these legal operators where they're not able to combat the problem. Whereas we have written to LTA and police, but the outcome is still zero. If your office and your office can make some liaise with the board members of LTA and the director of traffic, where some solution can be brought forward before more operators, illegal operators, become a mess to the country. So my request here is that if you can liaise with them and some means and source can be taken out where this problem can be solved.
Thank you. I will look into it.
आपका स्वागत है आईना कार्यक्रम में। कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं, कौन है जी आप?
हम लेटोका से पंडित सुरेश दास बात कर रहे हैं।
पंडित जी क्या नाम बताएं, फिर से जरा जोर से बोलिएगा।
पंडित सुरेश दास।
अच्छा पंडित जी नमस्ते।
नमस्ते नमस्ते, कैसे आप?
मैं अच्छी हूँ। आप प्रधानमंत्री से कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे?
ये बेनिमनाबंग में बताना चाहता हूँ कि बिकम प्राइम मिनिस्टर अगेन विल सपोर्ट ऑल फिजी, support him to be a prime minister again 2014 because he's doing very good job for the Fiji.
Thank you very much. कोई सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं? Do you have a question for him?
सवाल तो नहीं है, बट वैसे खाली हम जानना बताना चाहते हैं कि he did very good job for Fiji and he become prime minister again in 2014. We'll support him.
You'll support him. Thank you sir. Thank you very much पंडित जी। नमस्ते, आपका स्वागत है रेडियो फीजी 2 पर। कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं आप और कौन है?
Hello.
Yes.
I just have one question for the commander.
Can I have your name, sir?
My name is Tura.
And where are you calling from, Tura?
I'm calling from Suva.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Just questioning about like all the promises that he's made to clear corruption over the past few years. Yet there seems to be more corruption now than ever before. There is no accountability. The media is being gagged.
So what is your question, sir? What is your question?
My question is, we've had callers come in and support the commander in his run for the prime minister.
And your question, sir?
My question would be, what will he do for the people of Fiji, and what assurance will he give us that the people that have violated human rights in the past will be held accountable, and that he himself will hold himself accountable for the violation of human rights that continues to happen around the country?
Thank you, sir, for your question. I'll leave it to you, sir, to answer that.
I have proved in the last 6 years that we can provide good governance to the people of Fiji, and that's what I intend to do if I stand for election and win.
आपका स्वागत है आईना कार्यक्रम में। नमस्ते जी। हेलो जी, आप सुन रहे हैं मुझे? बात करना चाहते हैं तो आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं। आईना कार्यक्रम में हमारे मेहमान हैं हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी इस देश के। नमस्ते। हेलो।
गुड आफ्टरनून टू यू सका।
क्या नाम?
बोला मना का।
Anggi cuma ilam bahasa Nadanggo Madu.
Bola Madu.
Ni bola saka. One question, sir. What about for the disabled people? The promises, the rights, human rights for the fully rights. Like myself, I'm suffering from. I've been very much problem. I'm in a big problem, and my problem is not been solved from the land department till now. So can you take my number and call me back? I got plenty complaints about the public relation officer, the one who's working in your office.
What's your number? I'll note it down and I'll bring it to the PM's attention.
902-8411.
Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Yeah. आईना कार्यक्रम में आपका स्वागत है। नमस्ते।
कैसे हैं ना
जी, आप कौन हैं?
मोहम्मद आदम कनिंगम से बात करता है।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी।
वालेकुम सलाम। कैसे हैं?
मैं अच्छी हूँ। आप ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री से? कोई सवाल है?
है
जी।
जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर खड़ा हुए ना, हमारा पूरा सपोर्ट इसके कनिंगम से ना। हम एक मदद उससे मांगता रहा ना
जी।
हमारा सिंगल की बीते है ना। हम लोग के neighbor हम लोग से trouble करे रहा, right? उसके पुलिस charge कर दी ना।
Okay, so he is a neighbor who's causing a lot of trouble and the police has charged him. हाँ जी, बताइए।
तो फिर पुलिस के वो हम लोग एक फिर से गाड़ी दी राइट।
अच्छा, तो आपने पुलिस नजदीकी पुलिस स्टेशन को संपर्क किया है?
पुलिस स्टेशन ऑफिसर भी नहीं करता
जी,
बताता है और क्राइम ऑफिसर भी बताता है, कुछ सुने नहीं है।
अच्छा, तो एक आप काम कीजिएगा, आप उन लोगों से जाकर बताइए कि आज आपने रेडियो फीजी 2 पर जब प्रधानमंत्री यहाँ पर उपस्थित हुए थे उनके समक्ष ये सब रखा है। एक बार फिर जाइए, फिर अगर जो कुछ काम न बने तो आप पीएम के दफ्तर में ज़रूर जाइएगा या फिर हम लोगों को कॉल करें, ठीक है?
2 महीना हो गया ना।
अच्छा, हाँ, तो हम आपकी बात
प्राइम मिनिस्टर की खाली बड़े लोग रिंग करो, मेरा नाम मोहम्मद आजम है
जी।
21 के रिपोर्ट हम दिया, 28 मार्च की रिपोर्ट।
मोहम्मद आजम, ठीक है, हम नोट कर रहे हैं। प्रधानमंत्री जी के यहाँ पर एक खास कर्मचारी बैठे हुए हैं जो आपके नाम को लिख रहे हैं। ठीक है, धन्यवाद कॉल करने के लिए। आप सुन रहे हैं आईना कार्यक्रम। बहुत से लोग हमारे पास कॉल कर रहे हैं, प्रधानमंत्री जी से बात करना चाहते हैं, उनसे सवाल करना चाहते हैं, अच्छी बात है। और आज प्रधानमंत्री जी ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के सिलसिले में आपसे बातें कर रहे हैं। इस सिलसिले में अगर जो आप और कुछ बातें करना चाहते हैं, जो आप सोचते हैं देश को आगे बढ़ाएगा या देश के लिए ठीक रहेगा, तो हमारे पास आप कॉल कर सकते हैं। एक ब्रेक के बाद हमारा नंबर है 3220-902, 3220-903। एक कमर्शियल ब्रेक लेते हैं, फिर उसके बाद वापस आते हैं। आप सुन रहे हैं आईना कार्यक्रम और आपके कॉल्स हमारे पास धड़ाधड़ गिर रहे हैं। हमारे पास भी काफ़ी सवाल है, लेकिन हम चाहते हैं कि आपके सवालों को हम पहले लें। प्रधानमंत्री जी से कुछ सवाल आप करना चाहते हैं। सो बिफोर वी गो एनी फर्दर and take callers on our radio stations and for this FBC TV talkback show, you have said that this constitution is the way forward. What vision of Fiji is being portrayed in this draft constitution?
Shami, what we wanted to tell the people through this constitution that this constitution has the potential to make Fiji a very successful and prosperous country. We get rid of the racial issues that have been a thorn in the side of the people of Fiji over the many years. And once you get rid of that, with all the infrastructure being put in place, that will make us very prosperous and look after the future of our children and our grandchildren.
So you vouch for the fact that this is the best constitution Fiji has ever had? Draft constitution.
I would think it would be the best constitution. At any rate, we're hoping that it's going to be the constitution that will get rid of all the problems that we had in the past.
Which leads me to another question. Is there a possibility of this constitution being changed at any time in future?
The people of Fiji has the right to change the constitution, of course, through the parliamentary system. But you'll find in the constitution that you'll need, in addition to the 2/3 of the majority in parliament to change the constitution, you also need a referendum from the people at large. So yes, you can change the constitution, but you'll have to have a very good reason to change it.
Thank you, sir. आईना कार्यक्रम में आपका स्वागत है। नमस्ते जी। जब आप हमारे पास कॉल कर रहे हो तो आपका मोबाइल फ़ोन धीमा होना चाहिए, क्योंकि फीडबैक आता है, समझ में नहीं आता आप क्या बोल रहे हैं। नमस्ते, आपका स्वागत है। कौन है, कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं?
I'm from Khalsa Road, Newtown, Ravnesh Lal. Like to speak to Mr. our Prime Minister.
जी, क्या सवाल करना चाहते हैं आप?
जी, मेरा ये सवाल ये है कि मैं कुछ जानना चाहता हूँ, जैसे कि लेकर अपना केस के बारे में, अगर इसमें मुझे कुछ सहायता हो सकता है।
हाँ रविनेश, बोलो।
मेरा केस जो कि मैं 9 साल हो गया है एसएमएस में काम करने को करते चला आया हूँ और कंपनी ने मुझे टर्मिनेट किया है फॉल्स एलिगेशन पे।
So your company has terminated you after you've been working with that company for 9 years. 9 साल के बाद क्यों टर्मिनेट किया आपको?
फॉल्स एलिगेशन पे टर्मिनेट किया। उसने लेटर में स्टेट किया है 27/3/2011 से 27/3/2012 तक मैंने काम पे नहीं आया।
जी, फॉल्स एलिगेशन।
मैं तो एग्री हुआ
जी
कि मैं काम पे नहीं आया। अगर मैं झूठ बोलता हूँ तो क्या एफएनपी भी झूठ बोलेगा?
हाँ, तो क्या चाहते हैं आप?
मेरे केस को लेकर 1 साल से ऊपर हो गया है।
Your case has been pending for over a year. This case has been pending for over a year.
The solution has not come yet.
Okay.
And I don't know where the future stands for me.
क्या नंबर है आपका?
8478-003
8478-003
जी।
अच्छा
And your name?
रविनेश।
लाल।
रविनेश कहाँ से कॉल किया था आपने?
खालसा रोड, न्यू टाउन।
अच्छा जी, थैंक यू रविनेश कॉल करने के लिए खालसा रोड से। आपका नंबर, आपका कांटेक्ट हमारे पास है। आगे बढ़ते हैं इस कार्यक्रम में अगले कॉलर की तरफ। नमस्ते।
हेलो
जी, आप कौन है, कहाँ से बोल रही हैं?
जी, हम तापुआ से मिसेस हारून
जी।
जी, हम लोग का पावा नहीं है यहाँ और पानी भी नहीं है, तो वही मनता रहा।
तापुआ में है
जी हाँ, टेंगी टेंगी लुबु लुबु रोड।
Mrs. Harun has a concern. She lives in Tavua and doesn't have electricity or doesn't have power.
It doesn't have power.
Yes.
Has there been power there before, or has it just been cut off lately? Or?
क्या पहले था power
नहीं
supply?
नहीं, कभी नहीं यहाँ
They've
पे।
never had.
और हम लोग
They've never
बगल
had
बगल
power.
में है, बट हम लोग घरे नहीं है।
ओ, तो क्यों अगल बगल में है, आपके घर पर कैसे नहीं?
हमें लगे यहाँ दूर है थोड़ा, वही से नहीं लगा है।
Oh, she has, there are other houses beside her house which is at a distance. They have electricity, but I think her house is at
बहुत तकलीफ है हम लोग के,
in
पावर
interior.
नहीं है।
So you electricity क्या power नहीं है और?
जी, पावर भी नहीं है, पानी भी नहीं
अच्छा,
है।
so she doesn't have power and water, and she says, is there any solution to this problem in future in that area? Tangi Tangi Tafua.
Tangi Tafua.
लुम्बू लुम्बू रोड।
क्या रास्ता बताया?
लुम्बू लुम्बू रोड।
लुम्बू लुम्बू रोड। अच्छा जी, थैंक यू। खुश हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी से सवाल करके आप? हैं? हेलो जी, मेरे ख्याल से चली गई। और कॉल्स लेते हैं। नमस्ते। हेलो, आपका स्वागत है आईना कार्यक्रम में।
हेलो।
यस सर।
राम राम
जी, नमस्ते।
हम विवेक कुमार हैं।
हाँ
यहाँ सांबे तो वही मलिका में रेडियो सुनाई नहीं सफा, बट हम लगातार बोल दी है।
अच्छा अच्छा।
सर, हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब को भी राम राम
जी।
बोला बोला राम राम।
और हम अंतर जाने यहाँ पे वाईमलिका में, वाईमलिका सांबे तो संवाद करता हमारा विजय कुमार है।
हाँ विजय जी।
हम अंतर जाने यहाँ पे हम लोग के पानी काहे मिले, हम लोग पानी पी की हवा पी। हम लोग के बहुत भारी समस्या है यहाँ। बहुत लोग के घर पे आए कि अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब देखे तो यहाँ पे लगभग सबके घर पे लगभग 10-10, 20-20 गैलन रखल है कि पानी भरो रात में।
वाईमलिका कहाँ पर है भाई साहब?
नहीं आवे।
वाईमलिका कहाँ पर है?
वाईमलिका सांबे तो।
अच्छा, so this gentleman, Mr. Kumar, is calling from Waimalika. He doesn't have water there, so he's asking.
Is he on his own? Is this?
सभी लोगों के पास वहाँ पर पानी नहीं है।
ये लगभग बहुत जने के थोड़ा आगे बहुत जने के पानी नहीं आवे रात भर। अभी दिन में पानी नहीं चढ़े है, थोड़ा चढ़ाई पर जाने हमारा तो रोल में आवे है।
अच्छा देखो, पानी है,
हवा आधा पानी।
हाँ पानी है ना?
ना, पानी आवे रात में आवे।
Oh, they have water supply. For some reason, it doesn't reach their home, and there is a lot of people who are complaining in regards to this.
गैलन में भर के रखो तब रहे ना, वैसे नहीं। और फिर हम लोग है थोड़ा, हम लोग के एक रिक्वेस्ट रहा, हम लोग लेबा है
जी,
हम लोग पास काम नहीं रहे हैं। हम लोग के गन्ना काटता है 6 महीना। हम लोग विषय में कौन चीज सोचे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब?
क्या उम्र है आपका भाई साहब?
गन्ने पर निर्भर है और 6 महीना काम रहे, 6 महीना काम नहीं रहे ना।
अच्छा।
और फिर हम लोग मांगता कुछ ऐसे, जैसे हम लोग की भी 2-3 बीघा जमीन मिले तो हम लोग भी तरकारी भाजी, हम लोग गवर्नमेंट के आसरा नहीं मांगता रहे। हम लोग काम वाला आदमी है। जमीन रहा तो रिजर्व हो गया, कुछ जमीन है उसमें प्रॉब्लम है तो हम लोग को कोई सॉल्व नहीं कर पाए ना।
Sir, this gentleman is wanting to know that is there any other leases will be renewed or given to them. He is a sugarcane farmer. He works for 6 months and the rest 6 months he has nothing more to do. So is there any way government could help people who don't have land or will be renewing their leases in future or giving them more land to utilize?
Well, we have what we call the land bank, which is available for leasing. But just get his number. We'll try and contact him and find out exactly what the problem is. But it seems more than that.
Yes. क्या नंबर है आपका सर?
जी, आपके लगे तो आएगी वही नंबर। हम तो बहुत अनपढ़ आदमी, नंबर उनको तो भी नहीं पता। फोन
अच्छा, हम खोजने की कोशिश करेंगे, ठीक है? अच्छा
हम
धन्यवाद जी।
Hold on. Has he got the number?
We have got his number recorded in our system, so we'll be having a look at it very soon. तो आना कार्यक्रम में हम जानते हैं कि हाँ जी बोलिए।
हम मंगता रह जाने
जी
कोई ऐसे आदमी नंबर, हम लोग के जमीन वाला भी प्रॉब्लम है थोड़ा,
अच्छा
तो उसके सोल्व नहीं हो पाए, कोई भी सोल्व नहीं कर पावे ना।
जी
तो हमारे पिताजी के जमीन है, हम लोग रेंट और भरता रहा, अभी हम लोग गन्ना न काटा तो उसमें थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है ना।
अच्छा
तो हम मंगता रहा कुछ जाने उसके विषय में।
अच्छा जी, हम लोग आपकी मदद करने की कोशिश करेंगे, ठीक है।
अच्छा राइट,
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद।
भाई साहब कॉल करने के लिए। आईना कार्यक्रम में एक बार एक ब्रेक लेते हैं। हम जानते हैं कि लोग रिंग कर रहे हैं, इवन दो प्राइम मिनिस्टर जी आए हैं ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर बातें करने के लिए, लेकिन फिर भी लोगों के पास कुछ उनकी खुद की व्यक्तिगत समस्याएं हैं, छोटी हो या बड़ी हो, लेकिन अगर जब कोई मसीहा बैठकर सुनता है उन समस्याओं को तो दिल को काफ़ी सुकून मिलता है कि किसी ने आपके दर्द को, किसी ने आपकी बातों को सुना। तो इसलिए प्रधानमंत्री जी यहाँ पर बैठे आपकी बातों को सुन रहे हैं, being very down to earth and taking his time out to listen to your problems। और यहाँ पर बैठे हुए हैं उनके एक और कर्मचारी जो आपकी समस्याओं को नोट कर रहे हैं। तो आईना में एक और एक ब्रेक लेते हैं, फिर इसके बाद वापस आते हैं और भी बातें होंगी। आईना कार्यक्रम आप सुन रहे हैं और आईना में आज हमारे प्रधानमंत्री है, हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री कोमोडो वोरेंगे बानियामारामा, जो कि आपके सवालों के जवाब दे रहे हैं और ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर भी बातें करेंगे। तो हम अपना सवाल बाद में पूछते हैं, लेकिन आपके कॉल्स को वो फिर लेते हैं। सो वी विल गो अहेड एंड टेक मोर कॉल्स हियर। पीपल वुड लाइक टू टॉक टू यू इन रिगार्ड्स टू अदर थिंग्स। नमस्ते जी।
हेलो
जी, आप कौन है, कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं?
मैं बुनिबा बुआ से बोल रहा हूँ।
अच्छा, इतनी दूर से?
जी।
क्या नाम है आपका?
मेरा नाम है दीप नारायण।
बोलिए दीप नारायण।
और हम यहाँ पे एक प्रॉब्लम रहा जो फ्लड गेट, हम 1998 से कंप्लेन करी थे DNI की आज तक वो फ्लड गेट बनाने।
किससे कंप्लेन कर रहे हैं आप?
DNI।
ये कौन साहब हैं?
एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट।
तो आपका कहना है कि 1998 से you've been complaining about the problem of the floodgates।
हाँ।
And this problem hasn't been solved।
हाँ, अभी तक सोल्व नहीं हुआ। और बगल में जितना हमारे धान के खेत है अब धसक के गिरे लगा।
So what is the problem with floodgate? Floodgate बना नहीं है या है तो टूटा है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
फ्लड गेट बना है बाकी पानी रोक नहीं पाए।
Okay, so this gentleman is calling from Mbua in Lambasa. His name is Deep Narayan.
Is a rice farmer?
Yeah, rice farmer.
So his farm has been destroyed because the floodgate is not properly done.
Is he still farming?
Yes,
yeah, still I am farming. See.
Okay. Okay, I'll get the commissioner on it.
Okay.
Khush.
Before I was working for this area, and there was no my
हाँ जी, हिंदी में बोल सकते हैं आप, बोलिए।
धान के खेत हमारा बहुत अच्छा रहा
जी।
फिर जब से फ्लड गेट बना है और फ्लड गेट खारा पानी के जरिए से आवे ऑक्सीजन नहीं बोल पाता।
अच्छा जी, तो आपके प्रॉब्लम को नोट किया गया है, ठीक है
जी। और दूसरी बात है,
हाँ जी,
हमारे इलाका में बस चलते रहे,
अभी बस
नहीं आवे जाए।
You want a proper bus service in that area. He wants a proper bus service in the Bua area, which I think the Prime Minister is looking into. क्योंकि आपके इलाके में रास्ता भी बन रहा है ना?
जी प्रमोद।
अच्छा जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच कॉल करने के लिए। आपका स्वागत है रेडियो फीजी 2 पर आईना कार्यक्रम में। नमस्ते जी।
हेलो।
यस।
हम कमल नारायण तीबर रिलेज से बात करते हैं।
अच्छा जी, बोलिए।
हम बहुत धन्यवाद थे हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को कि जो आज हम लोग के समक्ष में आकर बैठे हैं। अच्छा, हमारे एक मांग है, हमारे यहाँ कोरबुतु तिबोर में एक फीडा रोड है।
हाँ जी।
फीडा रोड के बीच में गवर्नमेंट वाटर सप्लाई के पाइप लगा है और ये पाइप के कारण से रास्ता नहीं बने हैं।
So this guy has a problem, sir. He lives in Koruvutu. In the feeder road, there is a government pipe there. ठीक?
Government what?
The government has constructed.
PWD water pipe.
There is a PWD water pipe in the feeder road, due to which the feeder road is left in a very bad condition. There is no work being done in that road, no construction work.
तो हम लोग की ये मांग है कि अगर वो PWD के गवर्नमेंट हम लोग को कोई रकम से सब्सिडी मदद करे कि हम लोग को पाइप निकाल के बगल किया जाए और रास्ता बना के अगर मदद मिले तो हम लोग के लड़कन बच्चन आराम से स्कूल जा सके.
So his request is if the government could remove this pipe from the feeder road, then the road would be in a proper condition and the children will be able to use a proper road to school. What is the possibility?
करीबन लगभग 40 लड़कन यहाँ से जाते, काफी दूर, लगभग 3 किलोमीटर दूर पैदल चल के जाके बस पकड़ते हैं.
अच्छा जी, क्या नाम बताया आपने अपना?
हमारा नाम है कमल नारायण तिबोरलेन. और दूसरी चीज है, हम अभी 2 हफ्ते के लिए गया रहा लंबासा
जी.
तो हम लंबासा टाउन जो 2010 में देखा था उसी तरह आज हम इस बार भी गया लंबासा तो देखने को मिला कि बस स्टैंड बहुत खराब हालत.
मतलब कि लंबासा शहर में कोई प्रगति नहीं हुई और प्रधानमंत्री से आप पूछना चाहते हैं कि क्या क्या और डेवलपमेंट्स होंगे लंबासा में. अच्छा जी. So he'd like to know also, sir, will there be any more development in Lambasa town? He has been visiting Lambasa town often since 2010. There has been nothing done to the town to develop the town.
No, there's a few development plans on the way. And there were a few constructions that are going to come up in Lambasa. But I want to find out more about the previous complaint that he had about the feeder road.
He's saying he's saying that
where's Korobudu? In Lambasa?
That's in Ba. In Ba.
Where is he? In Lambasa? Oh,
he's calling from Ba. He's raising a concern in regards to a feeder road in Korobudu.
And there are pipes. What type of pipes?
Government water supply pipe.
Government water supply.
And it's they just scattered around along the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
क्या नंबर है आपका सर? नंबर देंगे आप अपना? हेलो जी.
हाँ बोलो.
हाँ, नंबर क्या है आपका?
हाँ, मेरा नंबर है 9291909.
9291909. थैंक यू कॉल करने के लिए.
हम लोग को सहूलियत मिल गया तो हम लोग लड़कन बच्चन के बहुत आराम हो जाएगा.
हाँ जी, जरूर. थैंक यू. नमस्ते. आईना कार्यक्रम है और आप हमारे पास कॉल कर सकते हैं अगर जो आपके पास सवाल है. जी नमस्ते.
हेलो
जी.
हाँ, मैं यहाँ से बोलती हूँ. आप लोग के राम राम.
हाँ, कहाँ से बोलती हैं?
हाँ, मैं यहाँ से बोलती हूँ फ्लोटिंग आइलैंड के लग से.
लंबासा में है फ्लोटिंग आइलैंड?
हाँ, लंबासा में उसके ऑपोजिट से बोलती हूँ बहन जी.
क्या नाम है आपका?
सुशीलावती
जी. बोलिए सुशीला, क्या सवाल है प्रधानमंत्री जी से?
सवाल ये है, मैं प्रधानमंत्री से अपने प्राइम मिनिस्टर से रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि हम लोग बहुत पुअर पीपल है, आप लोग आओ और देखो हमारे पास घर नहीं है यहाँ पे. इवन में तो घर हमारा गिर गया ना किचन उचन. हम गया डीओ के पास, डीओ हमें कोई मदद नहीं दी. रेड क्रॉस में गया, रेड क्रॉस बताई, बोले सरकार बताई से सब बंद हो गए. अभी तक हम रिक्वेस्ट करता कोई मदद नहीं मिला भाई मुझे.
अच्छा.
मेरा पति बहुत बीमार है.
ओके. अच्छा, हम देखेंगे क्या कर सकते हैं. प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर, शी इज़ कंप्लेनिंग, शी इज सेइंग दैट आफ्टर द साइक्लोन शी लॉस्ट एवरीथिंग एंड देन शी हैज़ बीन अप्रोचिंग the Red Cross Society and other helping organizations, but the feedback she's got from these organizations is that the PM is currently has closed all help to these areas and to the victims of the cyclone recently. This is the feedback which she has been given.
Which is not true. If she can tell us where she is, where is she calling from?
कहाँ से कॉल कर रही हैं आप?
फ्लोटिंग आइलैंड के ऑफिस से. आगे हफ्ता प्राइम मिनिस्टर गई रहा, लेकिन हम हॉस्पिटल पे रहा, हमारा आदमी बहुत बीमार रहा. हम प्राइम मिनिस्टर से मिल नहीं पाया. वहाँ नंदों स्कूल के सामने रास्ता में जाते हम लोग नहीं मिल पाया ना. हम ई पार में रहता.
अच्छा, क्या नंबर है आपका? आप अपना नंबर बताइए जल्दी से.
994436.
994436. Thank you, yes. Thank you, Sushila ji. He said that she had recently saw you visiting the Nandongo area in Lambasa. Yeah. She really wanted to meet you but missed you. I mean, it's interesting to see the type of callers you are getting. They really want to share and open their heart and pour out all their problems to you, sir, here. But we'll be getting more calls very soon. I have another question for you, sir. People of Fiji, they have faith in you as a commander. You have a vision for Fiji. And you have publicly said that you're contesting the election. So would you resign from your position as commander of the military forces? And what if a commander appointed will not have your vision?
It is true I have to resign from being commander of the military forces if I want to stand for election. But the people of Fiji should not worry about the lack of vision, as you've said, that would be with the military. The military, all the senior officers, all ranks share the same vision as I have with regards to the people of Fiji and the future in Fiji. We are all together in this, and of course, everyone's found out that the good it has done for the country in the last 6 years.
So you're not certain, and you have made up your mind that you will be contesting the election.
I will.
थैंक यू सर। एक और एक ब्रेक लेते हैं आईना कार्यक्रम पे, फिर उसके बाद आप कॉल कर सकते हैं हमारे पास, हमारे टेलीफोन नंबर्स आपके पास हैं। और याद रहे, प्रधानमंत्री जी से अगर जो आप ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं जो आपसे संबंधित रखता है, क्योंकि अगर जो आप बिल ऑफ राइट्स देखें तो इसमें काफ़ी लीगल राइट्स हैं जो आपको दिए गए हैं, उससे संबंधित कुछ सवाल है तो डेफिनेटली आप कॉल कर सकते हैं, या फिर एक ब्रेक के बाद फिर मुलाकात होती है। आईना कार्यक्रम है और वापस फिर आते हैं। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी हमारे मेहमान हैं। सर, इन द ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन it says that respect for human rights is not negotiable, as listed in Section 1 of the draft constitution. This covers all Fiji citizens. So will the sexual minority group be allowed to marry their partner? Will they have legal rights?
Sorry, which...
I'm talking about the minority sexual group which we have.
Yeah.
In other terms, some people would say the gay rights.
Yeah.
Because everybody has got equal rights here under this draft constitution.
You're talking about same-sex marriage?
Yes, same-sex
That's
marriage.
not going to be allowed.
So which...
That is not going to be allowed.
Okay, even though it says that human rights is not negotiable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not going to be allowed.
Do you think this is going to cause more problems and...
No, I don't think it's going to cause any problem, and it's not going to be it's going to be a non-issue.
Why would you not legalize it? Is it because of religious beliefs or to protect the humanity and how God created us?
You said it.
Yes, that is the way. Okay, because I know a lot of people must be listening to it and they were curious about it too. Another very good inclusion is the rights for it's the rights to people with disability. Example, wheelchairs in shops, malls, sign languages to be made compulsory to disseminate information. Does this mean that as soon as the constitution is in, immediate action will have to be taken to ensure this is provided to the people with disability?
Yes. And well, I guess it'll take time before people prepare themselves for this. Building structures and making sure the people are trained to do sign language. But we definitely need to put it into practice as soon as the constitution comes out.
But like you said, that people will be given some time frame to ensure that this is. Thank you. So, आगे आपका कॉल लेते हैं। नमस्ते जी।
Okay, I just want to ask the Prime Minister if...
Would you tell your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Miss Ali from Ba.
Yes.
Just wanted to know if there's a will and people put caveat over it, and it takes a lot of time frame to go over all those things. And if there's a proper will done and then they put the caveat, and it's costing a lot of money and time, and I want to know something should be done that when there's a will, it should be removed, the caveat by itself, by the government, or something should be passed. When there's something proper, nothing should be done like this. It's a waste of time and money on this, and it takes a lot of time to go through it. Can anything be done in the Constitution if it's happening in this year's Constitution like that?
You're talking about the personal wills, and if somebody wants to access
something like
the caveat.
that. If there's a will and it's been challenged in High Court, and then if there's a will, I don't think so. A caveat should be put in like that.
I really don't have any answer for that right now.
Yeah.
They have Legal Aid Commission offices around the vicinity. I'm sure they have one in Ba. Maybe they can get some assistance from there now.
Yeah.
Before you put your proposals into the constitution, the draft constitution.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
धन्यवाद कॉल करने के लिए।
Bye.
So Chapter 2 of the Section 28 in the draft constitution talks about rights to education, free primary, secondary and university level education. Will the country be able to afford free education up to university level, and what is the time frame to accomplish this?
As you know, we put in a decree not too long ago for additional funds to be put to tertiary studies for people who, for students who have attained the marks but don't have the funds. I'm thinking of revamping that policy, the scholarship policy, to provide all students in Fiji, all students, university education.
To be free?
Yes. Well, not free. Let me finish this. All students to be able to go to universities if they attain the marks, on loan, of course. And when they go to work, they can pay back that loan, just like some of the scholarships that have been given.
Oh, so this is what the draft constitution talks about. It doesn't talk about
No,
free education altogether.
It's nothing to do with the draft constitution. That's something I've been thinking of lately, because I've been to the overseas countries. They've just about
where they have a
university, a lot of university, a lot of schemes, a lot of university, and everyone goes through tertiary education, university studies, and that's what I would like for our students in Fiji. At some stage, or if they can attain the marks, they go to university level. So and the parents don't have to worry about paying for them.
So what happens to the draft constitution, chapter 2 of section 28?
That would be part of it.
Okay, thank you. कुछ और कॉल लेते हैं इस प्रोग्राम में? नमस्ते।
हेलो
जी, आप कौन बोल रहे हैं, कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं?
डीडी शर्मा फ्रॉम 8 मार्च।
हाँ जी, आपका सवाल?
वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून टू द चीफ ऑफ द चीफ्स।
गुड आफ्टरनून।
आई डोंट हैव अ क्वेश्चन।
देखिए शर्मा जी, अगर जो आपके पास सवाल हैं तो क्योंकि हमारे पास ये लास्ट सेगमेंट बचा है आईना में, तो जल्दी से सवाल करें ताकि और लोगों को मौका दे सकें।
This is what you did last time. You cut off the line and that's not okay.
अच्छा,
We want to
आपका
talk.
सवाल क्या है, पूछिए।
I've got something for Prime Minister.
Please go ahead.
Ceded to Great Britain by Ethiopians. This land was provided to the Ethiopians by the Almighty God as their share of the planet Earth. Fiji was given back to Ethiopians with full of conditions. Fijians were brought in and dumped here by the colonial masters. It was the Ethiopian community who stressed their brotherhood and helped Indo-Fijians.
So what is it like that you'd like to tell the Prime Minister?
Prosper in this country. So my concern is Ethiopia's supremacy shall always prevail in this country. We don't want Fiji to become another Australia or New Zealand. So I plead to the Prime Minister. He is the sole responsible person and lead the Ethiopian community in Fiji. I'm pleading to him that Ethiopia's supremacy shall always prevail in this country. This is the only way to have peace and prosperous Fiji for all.
Thank you, Didi Sharma ji. Thank you so much. Sir, your comments?
Is he still online?
No, he's gone.
He's gone. It's a pity, because I would love to have asked him a couple of questions.
Okay. We have one last question for you, sir. Namaste. हेलो जी, नमस्ते।
नमस्ते। एफबीसी टीवी के प्रोग्राम डायरेक्टर विनील राज।
देखिए, आपका नाम क्या है?
मिस्टर चंद।
कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं आप?
लटोका।
क्या सवाल है आपका?
किससे बात कर रहा हूँ मैं?
आप शमी से बात करें। आप प्रधानमंत्री जी से कोई सवाल करना चाहते हैं?
ओह, सॉरी।
Okay, it's okay. So thank you very much, sir, for taking your time out from your busy schedule and being our guest. And I hope you've enjoyed our time with you. We have definitely enjoyed our time with you and the questions people pose to you. And I hope there are certain questions which you have noted which will be brought to different departments' attention, and some problems will be solved. We'd like to have you in our show at some other time. So your closing statement, would you like to say something to our listeners?
Well, we want to have the people of Fiji look at a draft constitution and see what they can contribute to this draft constitution that we put in place. You can judge from the last half hour what is important for us, and that is really why we put in the socio-economic rights in the draft constitution. People want water, job,
wages,
land. Those are things that are important, and those are things that should be dealt with by government. And those are the issues that my government is concentrating on.
थैंक यू सर फॉर बीइंग आवर गेस्ट इन दिस शो। तो आईना कार्यक्रम में आज हमारे मेहमान रहे हैं हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी कमोडोर वोरेंगे बाइनिमरामा जी, जिन्होंने आपके सवालों का जितना हो सके उतने जवाब देने की कोशिश की और उनसे आग्रह ये है कि जो ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन है उसे आप ज़रूर पढ़ें। आखिरी दिन 5 अप्रैल है, तब तक आप अपने फीडबैक्स को दे सकते हैं। नमस्ते।